On April 22nd, we recorded one of the LRPD speed traps on John Barrow Road. At this week's Little Rock Board of Directors meeting on May 4th, the Little Rock Police Chief denied that LRPD sets up speed traps. Chief Keefe stated he didn't like to use the word speed trap. Instead, he preferred the terms traffic enforcement, speed enforcement, or corrective enforcement. Later in the meeting, he said again he didn't like the use of the term speed trap and was not comfortable using that term. Chief Keefe went on to make the outlandish statement that 95% of the drivers in the city were speeding and running red lights and stoplights.
Chief Humphrey, if you'll please address.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor, and to the directors. You know, we don't do speed traps in the city of Little Rock. I don't know where that's coming from. We do enforcement, traffic enforcement. A lot of our enforcement comes from complaints, and we get complaints daily we get them from directors, we get them from citizens, that there are areas that need attention when it comes to speeding, unsafe driving, through neighborhoods, down roadways. As you all have, we've talked about it, there's been a concern about drag racing, there's been a concern about donuts, there's been a concern about a lot of traffic. So we get these complaints. We don't set people up. We also utilize data to show where the complaints are coming from. And so for someone to say that we're establishing speed traps, no, we're establishing speed enforcement where our high targeted speeding occurs. My suggestion is don't speed, obey the traffic laws. Then the probability of you being stopped is minimized. And 95% of the people out here driving these cars are speeding, running red lights, running stoplights. Those are traffic violations. Officers are trained, and officers, part of their responsibility is enforcing traffic. I'm sorry if people believe that we're doing speed traps. I don't like that word. Look for it as corrective enforcement. We will continue to do corrective enforcement all through the city. And so anytime we do that, we can articulate why we are doing this in an area. So I'm sorry if someone said that, but we are not doing speed traps. That is not a word that we use that I am uncomfortable with using, and that I would expect officers to utilize. And if an officer said that, that officer is absolutely incorrect.